as a tour guide for the famous Winchester Mystery House. You think you're here to recite history, but you're actually here to keep the walls from closing in. Sarah Winchester built this house for 38 years to imprison the screams of those killed by her family's rifle. The hammer stopped in 1922, but the house never finished growing. Before we begin, there are rules that will keep you and your soul from becoming part of the floorboards. Rule number 1, never trust the architecture. The house is alive. If you see a staircase leading into a ceiling, do not look at it for too long. If you stare, the house might decide that's where you belong. Rule number 2, ignore the hammering. If you hear nails being driven into the wood behind you, do not turn around. Construction ended a century ago. If you hear it now, they are building a room specifically for you. Rule number 3, don't acknowledge the 14th guest. If you count 13 people in your tour and suddenly see a 14th standing in the shadows of the grand ballroom, keep talking. Do not make eye contact. If you acknowledge them, they won't let you leave when the tour ends. Rule number 4, beware the seance room. The door has 3 locks, but Sarah only used 1. If you find all 3 bolted from the inside, walk away. The meeting hasn't ended yet. Rule number 5, if the lights flicker, hold your breath. The spirits follow the scent of the living. If you go silent, you become a ghost to them. In this house, that's the only way to stay safe. Take your keys, stay on the carpet, and pray the house doesn't rearrange itself before you find the exit. Hello. You've been hired as a tour guide for Eastern State Penitentiary. Before your shift begins, there are 5 rules you must follow. Rule number 1. If you hear whispering from an empty cell, ignore it. If the whisper says your name, leave the cell block immediately. Rule number 2. You may hear laughter echoing through the hallway. If the laughter gets closer while the corridor is empty, do not turn away. Rule number 3. Guests sometimes report shadow figures inside locked cells. If the shadow moves to another cell, end the tour immediately. Rule number 4. If you feel a sudden cold spot in the prison, stop walking. If your breath becomes visible, something is standing next to you. Rule number 5. When leaving the prison, never look back at the cells. Some guides say the cells are empty. Others say they see prisoners watching them. Hello. You've been hired as a tour guide for the Myrtles Plantation. There are rules you must follow. Rule number 1. Never say the name Chloe inside the house. If someone says it behind you, Chloe, do not turn around.
Chloe.
Rule number 2. Do not wipe the hallway mirror. The handprints always come back. If new ones appear while you're alone, step away. Rule number 3. If you hear children laughing during a night tour,
I am not scared.
Keep speaking.
There
are no children scheduled after 8 p.m. Rule number 4. Never let guests take a photo on the 17th stair after sunset. Sometimes, someone stands closer than expected. Final rule. Count your guests before leaving. Count again. If there are more than when you started, do not acknowledge the extra one. You're safe, as long as you follow the rules. You didn't count. Hello. You've been hired as a tour guide for the famous Amityville house. Before you begin, there are certain rules you must follow. Please listen carefully. Rule number 1. If you hear footsteps behind you, do not turn around. There is no one scheduled for the tour, except you. Rule number 2. If a door that was open is suddenly closed, do not open it again. The previous guides made that mistake. Rule number 3. At exactly 3:15 a.m., you may hear what sounds like a single gunshot. Do not acknowledge it. The house remembers. Rule number 4. If you see a figure standing at the top of the staircase, do not make eye contact. It doesn't like to be noticed. Final rule. If a child's voice asks you to come upstairs, your tour is over. Leave immediately. Do not lock the door behind you. What are your thoughts on this one? Comment down below. Subscribe and stay safe.